Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So we have a couple of things that I want to take care of in today's episode. Now that we basically did Energy Science 1 and also Material Science 1, it's very slow, but it's working. I want to make sure that we can make tech cards at a reasonable rate. And I want to make sure that we make tech cards outside of the starter base. I also want to make sure that we can make rocket control units outside of the base instead of here. Because right now, rocket control units are a pretty significant bottleneck for us. So we're going to start with rocket control units, and then we're going to move on to tech cards. Once those two things are like offloaded, you will, from the starter base, I think most of it is done outside of stone processing. And stone processing, we actually I just want to know exactly how I want to do this. We can do that, I think. And then we can do this, and then maybe power pole. As soon as this 100k stone is gone, we're just gonna move stone processing to here, and we'll be relying on this mine for a while. Now, the unfortunate reality of moving these out from the starter base, the rocket control units, is that we don't have any great spots without a lot of water in them. Oh. Damn. We've also managed to make our first deadlock. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay. We need to update our station blueprint. We'll do that at the same time we do this. So, the spots that are close to our starter base, this would be an excellent spot. This is currently used by something else. Everything else here is kind of used by something else. This is also a pretty decent spot, but it's the furthest away from our thing. So I'll be going for this here. Which unfortunately means that we have a lot of landfill to do here. Let's make this a big one. Really, really big one. This is apparently the biggest that we can make it. I think maybe like this will be enough. Maybe. Okay. Let's take a little nice blueprint of these. Make sure we do have some roboports sitting here. I think maybe one row. And then one more row in this direction. That's gonna cover this pretty well. have some good use for our upgraded suit with the additional bots. Although this is probably still gonna take a little bit of time. We're not making that much energy science either. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we'll go from the top here, ideally. I don't know how much of this is queued up. A decent amount, okay. We are not full on bots for some reason. Why is that? You are not getting any of these because you're not getting any batteries anymore. Because you're not getting any acid. Why are you not getting any acid, actually? Did I kill this? I did. That went away when we remade the vulcanite. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate. We still have 24k landfill in our system. But I am afraid we're going to be using most of that, if not all, on this. Yes, yes, I know. This is something that we're definitely interested in as well. We should be able to make this now, yeah? For an additional 25% range. So, yeah, that's gonna start being very crucial here. Our pollution is spreading like crazy. I don't know if pollution is like a bigger problem in this mod pack than in vanilla, but it's really going. Part of it is probably that we're in a pretty desert-like area. Okay, I CBA the bots, not gonna lie. Yeah, that was all the landfill I had. Oof. That kind of sucks. Did you guys make the pipe yet so you can make batteries again? Yes, so you can make these again. Good. At least that's fixed. Let's go up here and grab more landfill. Need to still go in the right direction though. Just follow the stream of bots. And here we are. That leaves only 12k. That leaves only 12k. I'm getting worried we don't have enough landfill to do this. Can we... could make more of this, right? We could definitely just make more of this. We could take this. Like, if I can't get into the warehouse, right? Well, I could. We can do this. And then this. Right. We do that. Then we'll just drag this there. Make sure this gets connected. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we'll have enough landfill. By a fairly substantial amount as well. I think we're about to run out, yeah. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's a lot of landfill that we have to relocate now. Alright, we kind of need to take a look here as well. We'll take this, place it down here. Okay. That would be good. Okay. How much do we still have in the system? We have 8K. Okay. Let's see if we can pause these bolts a bit by moving out of the range. How are you doing up here? You are doing slow, that's what you're doing. Can remove that as well. Okay, we just need to wait for these bolts for 2 seconds. I'm interested in that deadlock that happened there. Must be a very, very small chance of that happening. But it does raise a very good point. Okay, so we'll just grab all of that landfill. The bots don't need to worry about that. We can probably finish this up. Very nice. which means that we'll have double the landfill production. I don't know, this is 100 times... It's 50k per warehouse, right? So that's going to be 200k landfill that we can store. I feel like it's not going to be enough, but we'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we just want to make those control units, and we want to make that new blueprint for the station so that we don't have that deadlock happen again. Good. We'll do these as well. Cool. Okay. Nice. Can we also do this one down here? Nice. Okay. So the trick here is, this is the guy that goes here, yeah? Okay. We can't flip that either. Let's go and figure that out on the other side then. So I'm pretty sure it was there. And then that's gonna be there, yeah? So that would be there. To be very specific. Okay, now we need to make this smaller. Just this, and then that. Thank you. Is there any point in... Yeah, No, there's not really any point in doing this either. For the station. I'll be honest. Let's take this guy. Select new contents. Boom. No, we don't care about that. Okay. So if we then test that out here. Oh, what the hell is that? Why is that off by something? Why is that off? Why is it off on the other side? Oh, right, that's some remnant from before. We don't need that. That makes sense. We remove this. Boom. That's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. Those two signals are now done working. Okay, cool. So then we should be adding these to every single station that we have. So we've done that for that. Okay. This one. That one. This. That. Here. Here. This. Okay. I think that might be enough, yeah. Okay. Cool. So, for this, we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 unloading stations. And 1 loading station. Okay, so we just connect these up. Easy peasy. That's fine. So for rocket control units, we're gonna need batteries, advanced circuits, glass, and iron plate. So it's gonna be glass, glass, advanced circuits, advanced circuits, iron plates. Glass, iron plates, advanced circuits, and the batteries. So this will be batteries. Don't think we have one or batteries. So this is going to be our first one. Batteries. Boom. Perfect. Now we need to do something like this. I think literally like this. Boom. I think literally like this. And here we solve this by 2, 2, 2. So it's gonna be batteries here. It's gonna be iron here. Slightly unfortunate placement, but it's okay. It's gonna be advanced circuits here. We'll take the other lane here. We will do that. And then it's gonna be glass on the last one. Here. Can I not replace that, please? Cool. And here then will be rocket control units. Like this. We'll take away all the outputs. Do this and that. We're gonna remove these. That's fine. Take away this, take away that. Then we'll put down a teeny teensy little rocket control unit requester here. Do 200. We'll do that. That should work as intended. Now we just need to do belt. Belt, which somehow we are mega struggling with. We're not even kind of struggling with it. We're just not making a lot of it as a buffer. Let's increase that buffer to 1k instead. So we're going to want to check that this works. So hopefully this is just going to work right off the bat without much needed, or without any improvement really. We're having trouble unloading here. Okay. I never learned that this thing is in the way. I'll just take that and put that in manually. That's fine. Batteries are for some reason not doing anything. This is because you don't have a thing. You're gonna go there. Empty cargo. And you are in a group, which is great. We're missing a bit of belt, but not much. This is also kind of going. What are we missing in space anyway? We're missing energy science. We are missing significant data, which would be energy insight in this case. We are also not getting this because of lack of compressive strength data, which is this one. Okay, so that's actually not working. Interesting. Okay, we really need to make sure that we send some logistics bots to space. We are running out again. How many do we have in stockpile anyway? Probably not many. Let's make this bots. I'm tired of dealing with this. Not gonna lie. This would be construction bots. This would be construction bots. 1, 2. This is gonna be construction bots. This is gonna be logistics bots. This will be construction bots. This will be logistics bots. Perfect. I have successfully automated away that problem. And we have a bunch of belt on us. I can hear the beeping. Okay, let's make sure we do construct this. There we go. Glass also needs to go. We're still lacking a bit of modules. And I think it's because of a lack of immersight. No, this is just a production speed thing. Okay. I see. We can maybe clean up here. That's not needed anymore. These are not needed anymore. That's not needed either. Okay, these are getting very spicy on this corner. They really do love the corners. Okay. Well, we do have rocket control units. A fair amount of those. We only have 13k landfill, which is not great. I'm thinking where we want to put the tech cards. I would have liked to put them here, but the landfill just doesn't allow it right now. Still need 30 modules. We remove these. And these. And nothing. Yeah, okay, that one, I guess. Okay, this stone is very close to being done. Like, very close. Which means that we'll be completely stopped there as well. Okay, so you're back to creating whatever it is that you need. Which should increase this slightly. So I'm guessing this... No, okay. But as soon as that has stacked up a bit more, we'll be good to go. Yeah, you're down to 60 volts-ish. This is not that good. When are you launching? Kinda soon. I'm gonna prematurely launch you. To see if we can get more bots up there to do their thing. So now we have enough control units that this should not be an issue anymore. Yeah, we're full on control units now. Let's go to orbit here. See if we can get some of these out. Let's put all of them not in here, actually. That's not a great idea. I want to make sure we do have full. You know what? I think we need more than that, and then 400 of those. That should be more than enough. How are we doing power-wise anyway? We're doing kind of okay. Really looking forward to getting the flat solar panels, because that's going to help. Okay, so this only stacks to 5k, which I don't mind that much. We'll be able to do about 238 per minute. Rocket control. Okay, it goes a bit up and down. But the average should be very good for us right now. It should be very, very good. Where was that spicy corner again? Yeah, don't get stuck there. It's here, yeah. They just keep launching attacks there. Because this is the only way. And pollution is already hitting stuff over here, so this is like the path they will choose. And it is a bit of a distance to our base from there. Okay. Let's take a look up here again. Do we have chest? We do. Whoops. I did not want to do that. But we're gonna upgrade these to buffer chests. And this here would be 500, 1k, 2k. Let's do 2k here. Same with this. So that I know where they are. They do keep falling down. Well, we're gonna need to do something with the scrap too. Like, I'm not sure I should be saving scrap. The reason I'm saving it is because it's gonna be needed for matter science pack. We don't have any warehouses here either. Scrap. Scrap. 2K. I think this is only going to offload part of the problem. This is 12, and we have a lot more scrap than that. We have about 50 of these chests, though. So this is going to be a bit more. We'll just collect that there for now. So I think it's filling up quite a bit. We'll do one here with contaminated scrap. Like so. It's gonna take a bit for them to move it there, but our logistics system up here is a mess. We're gonna have to solve our orbit base soon as well. Okay. Well, that took a bit longer than I expected because of the landfill. Let's take a small look in our novice base here. We're doing kind of decently on advanced solar panels. We have 2.1k, which means this here should no longer do the thing. But we had missed that, which is interesting. We didn't send, like, way more than we needed, but a little bit, which is fine. Can we do anything about the bot production speed here? No, not really. They're already moduled. Question is, maybe we do speed modules instead. It's either that or do one more. But let's put speed modules in it instead. Okay, that's actually not gonna keep up, yeah? Okay. 22. 13. 4.5. Okay, so it barely keeps up as it is. We might as well keep that. Okay. Well, we did not have really time to do cards this time around. We are now doing about 200 landfill per minute, which is not that insane. Yeah, I don't know if saving on this stone is worth it. But, yeah. Either way. I think this is going to be the end of this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really nice day.